Alright guys, first of all, don't mind the shirt. I got off work and all that stuff. So this is just basically an undershirt for work. But I made a decision what I'm going to do with the CLK430. So right now it is technically, like, I guess some people would say in the videos, unbeatable. It's not the super fast car, but it's just the people I know and all that stuff. So what we're going to do with the car is, in the last video I said, or maybe like 2 videos ago, I said either we're going to make it a like autocross or like a track car or something like that by side, because I was talking to one of my buddies who's super into drifting, and I was like, hey man, is it going to be that hard to turn my CLK into a drift car? Because it's got a lot of torque, and I'm pretty good with suspension stuff. He was like, oh, it's an automatic, it's this and that. And I'm like, dude, it's a nag transmission, it should be pretty good, and it spins the tires like hootin' any hell. He's like, you're not going to do it. So I went, in my mind, I'm like, you know what, F that. I'm going to turn this car into a effing drift car. At least maybe not a full-blown drift car, but like enough where I can go out and have some fun on the streets and certain events just drift it. So today we're going to try to make this car into a drift car. So here's the car. So far, I mean, the body's not perfect. The bumper's definitely jacked up on it. It's got a couple dents and all that stuff. And if people actually know Mercedes stuff, you know what these rims are. So these rims are pretty cool to me. I like them a lot. They're super hootin' any light. But right now we have drag radials on them, and they're almost slicks. So what I'm most likely going to do, just to start getting it ready for effing drifting and stuff like that, we're going to be changing the rear wheels for now. But I think I kind of like this look, so we're going to lower it. I'm going to get some parts. But for today, what we're going to do is we're going to change the tires out, take it out, just go have some fun, change the suspension setup, change a few things, and try to get it more like driftable right now. So what we're going to do with these rims, so I got some spare stuff. So what I got laying around are these rims. These are from my CLK430. They're 16 inches. They have pretty good tires on them. If you saw a couple of my videos, I was doing burnouts with them. But I got them hootenanny all over. So I got some over there. I got some over there. And I got a lot of effing spare rims and spare tires. So I think I got 2 more over here that we're going to first try. And these tires are, yeah, the medium okay. So if I spin, they should be good to spin. And I don't really effing give a hootenanny about them. So these are the first ones we're going to put on. I'm definitely going to clean them up, make it look nice. But I'm going to put these on the front and on the rear. And hopefully it'll be able to spin and do some drifts. But we'll see. Oh, look, that's more rigmarole and trash I got to get rid of. So we're going to try it. We're going to do a little bit of maintenance stuff on the car right now, just to make it a little bit more, I guess, maintenance-able and stuff like that. But I hope we're going to have a lot of fun drifting the car. I'm going to take it a couple spots that I know, because I live hootenanny really close to Mexico and Mexico City and all that rigmarole. So I can go take it out and we can do whatever we want. Because on the border, there's not too many laws and all that stuff and all that. Look at all that Mobile 1 we got right there. We're definitely going to do oil change and simple stuff like that. And we're going to hopefully have fun with this car, because right now, not that it's a boring car or anything like that, but we've street raced this thing a lot with a lot of different people and a lot of other stuff. But now I got the CLK55, which is basically like the same car but better. So I didn't know what I want to do with the 430. But drifting sounds fun, and there's a lot of drift events. Drifting's getting really popular, and they even got, I think it's called like drift days or something like that. It's kind of like drag weeks and all that stuff, but the same concept. You go drifting around an X amount of tracks, and you got to drive your car there. And I think this car would be so much hootenanny fun for that. So I really want to do stuff like that. So that's what we're going to set this car up. Maybe not for like drift days or anything like that, like that whole event, but we're going to try to. We're just going to test it out. If it doesn't work, effing, I got 8 or 9 cars. It was a spare car. I got a crap load of spare tires. And hopefully I don't blow a tranny or a motor. But if I do, I got a lot of spare of those. I got a spare 5-liter, which that was in my CLK500, which, if anyone really knows or remembers me, that car flew. That was Buffy's motor. I got Buffy's tranny, like, under there, maybe. I got Buffy's diff over there. I got another spare diff, which is a 306 on there. So I got a lot of spare effing parts. So we're going to try to make this car fun, a little bit different. Maybe I get a little bit different type of people to the channel. Some people like drift or whatever, because there's all different type of car people. And I respect them all. I think all car stuff is fun and cool. And I like to do a little bit of different stuff. I have effing Death Guard on nitrous. I got a big body E-Class. It's over 500 horsepower. I got a mudding Mercedes. I'm trying to cover every basic, like, I guess, kind of sporting event with cars with my Mercedes, which I like my MLM3 motors. I like all my stuff. So we're going to keep going with them. Before we get building and drifting, we need some food. So we're going to start with some pasta. Come on, get out of there. How many people we got? 1, 2. Definitely need to clean my oven. Or the stove top. It's looking a little like Regina would say, rough. What the f cooking, buddy? What? Ah! Alright, we took off the drag radials and then we threw on some just factory 16-inch. I think these are 225, 50, 16. There's like extra tires that I got laying around from the SLK. So we're gonna see if those help me spin a little bit better. And then we're gonna jack the car up really quick because I got too much effing crap in the garage. And we're just gonna do a quick oil change on it and then go take it for a few rips. All right, so we're doing the oil change on the CLK. So some people ask, I got all these effing cars, how do I afford the oil? Because sometimes it does get effing pricey. Well, what I do is, bam, I buy bag in the box. So I try to buy these in like 3 or 4 at a time. They're 12 quarts, and usually they go on sale at Walmart for $40. So if you want to do the math, that's not that expensive. And then I just keep one of these little old ones around that I had, and I just keep filling it out. Because the disadvantage of that is there's no way to tell how much you use, and this is just a lot easier to carry it. But if Mobile One wants to try to sponsor me and throw me some free oil, I don't really care. That'd be cool. I'll take it. But if not, that's how I'm going to keep doing it. Alright guys, so we got the CLK. I wouldn't really say it's like built as drift because literally all I did was put smaller tires on there. But I took it out for a spin. We were out there for like 2 hours. I was definitely getting better on the roads we were going to and all that stuff. But I have a lot to effing learn about drifting, and I definitely need to set the car up differently. Because right now I got it to kick out a couple times and all that stuff, but I think I was just so used to just correcting it that I was kind of like overdoing a little bit. But I got a couple good ones. So right now these videos are going to be a couple of my practice. I got a little bit better, but definitely I need a lot more practice. I'm probably going to set the car up with a weld the diff, drop the suspension, and I'm going to look into a hydraulic e-brake. But here's just a couple of the clips. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, hope you liked the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And this is Adam from NT72, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.